Today, folks, I'm going to give you a tool that could change your life. But like any tool that I give you, it really depends on how you use it, whether this is going to change your life or not. So you're just going to get a tool. How effective it will be is entirely up to you. And I'm certainly not passing any judgment, because I've had loads of tools for many years that I didn't use effectively. And I needed a bit more pressure in my life to crank up the symptoms so that I was more motivated to use these tools. And quite frankly, me teaching these tools and reminding myself by teaching you is the best way to ensure that I do use them more effectively. So it's an entirely selfish reason for me sharing this video today, folks. It's to remind myself in reminding you of a fabulous tool that works. It really works. And this is called Pattern Interrupt. Pattern Interrupt. So I paid a lot of money in a lot of courses to get this same intervention in different disciplines that I trained in. And when you're talking to somebody and nothing seems to be getting through to them, a pattern interrupt is quite often what's needed. And what's this like? A pattern interrupt is like an electrical shock to change somebody's state, to instantly get them to forget what they were talking about, or to interrupt the flow that they're on. So in therapy, sometimes people get caught in the energy and the drama of a story. And as the therapist, I can listen to the story, and that could take hours. Or I could see that this is the same energy. Listening to all of this story is not good use of the time that we're spending together. So you have to jolt people with a seemingly mad question, or asking them something that completely changes their pattern of thought. When they're telling you about this problem that they've got and they're going into glorious technicolor detail, you could do a pattern interrupt. Now, a pattern interrupt can be anything that gets them out of their state. You could go, ah! And then they ask, what just happened? So, I got bitten. Something bit me. Or I just felt the need to do it. Or I just felt this energy build up in me and I just had to go, ah! And what it does, it interrupts where they're at. It may make you look completely mad. Another thing is to ask a completely unrelated question. Like, what did you have for breakfast today? Tell me something that you have for breakfast today. And they might think, well, what's that got to do with anything? The fact is, it hasn't got anything to do with anything that they're talking about. It's a pattern interrupt. And pattern interrupts work because they interrupt the pattern. There's lots of ways you can do it. There's lots of different methods you can use to actually interrupt someone's pattern. And it doesn't really matter which one you use. I would just say be wantonly experimental. But a pattern interrupt, I like. Humor's a great one. If you can crack a joke, you can get someone laughing. Now that's an art that my dad taught me. And you need to be really good to use that one effectively. Because if the joke misses the mark, it could go the other way. But it certainly works. I mean, I've had somebody shouting at me, getting really angry with me in the past. Somebody I knew a little bit, well enough to say what I said. And right in the middle of their rant, I said, you know what? You look so sexy when you're angry. And the people around me started to laugh, then she started to laugh, and it completely changed the energy of the conversation. So the bottom line is, folks, pattern interrupts. They are a good thing when people are stuck on the repeated cycle of nonsense and drama.